So, if you watch this episode, there's not really much new things going on. Pretty much the same thing. In order to act more of a normal family, because Lloyd has been, taking missions. He decides, to take Anya and Yor out, like normal families, to an aquarium. And coincidentally, one of his missions is taking place at that exact same aquarium that he's scheduled to go to with his family. And this mission is important as Operation Strix because, as the lady kind of explained it, it was a chemical, I don't know, just a chemical was being transported, and they had to intercept it in order so they can, protect 10,000 of lives. Because if that gets in a terrorist hands, like she explained, it could get really ugly for people. But yeah, he retrieves the gas, and happily ever after, I guess. That's how the episode went. But I felt like watching this episode there was more to it because throughout the episode we saw kind of, especially towards the end, Lloyd's his work ethic. And what I mean by that is that he always puts his mind of like sacrificing himself. Like towards the end, you could see he was very tired of everything. Because he's been nonstop taking missions back to back, and so he's exhausted from it. And then, just as he's about to, say, "Oh, maybe I'll ask HQ to give me a break and roll on other agents instead of me, because I'm doing, I'm doing a lot." And then, just as he's about to say, "I want a break," he looks at Anya for a second and he sees how happy they are as, this family or something. And he kind of corrects himself and he says, "You know what? The reason I became a spy is, so I don't have to see children crying, pretty much." And he pretty much doesn't want to see Anya cry or anything. He wants to see her happy. So I think that's a little insight on his psyche, that he thinks that always sacrificing himself is the right thing, because he sees everything bigger picture. What am I doing for the cause? Even though if I'm suffering, that would mean that this little girl from the West is smiling, so it shouldn't really matter how I feel. And he just thinks that way, that all the sacrifices that he goes through, that they'll appreciate it, or they'll at least smile at the end of the day when he's exhausted and tired and everything. So in that regard, I felt like the episode was kind of sad, because I mean that's his kind of reality. Like, he has to live for that. And it'll be interesting to see how Lloyd develops, comparing him from the first episode of spyxfamily to when Operation Strix is completed. But overall, I did enjoy watching this episode. I am pretty sad that it is the last episode of this season, but from what I heard, or from what I've seen on Twitter, that spyxfamily Part 2 is going to be airing in the fall. So we'll just have to wait a measly 2 to 3 months for it to come out in the fall. But yeah, overall, I did enjoy every minute of this glorious anime, and I hope you guys did too. So please leave a like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts and opinions. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.